Woe to you, O earth and sea, for the devil sends the beast with wrath, because he knows the time is short. Let him who have understanding reckon the number of the beast, for it is a human number. Its number is 69. Swing.
We're here with our good friend James McGill. Let's hear it. Let's give it up. So James, tell us what you're into nowadays.
Fuck. I mean, heroin's like fucking weird, you know? I don't know. What does that even mean? What I'm into? What am I doing?
What's the last thing that you got into? Like, I know you're into Star Wars. What else are you getting into?
What am I into right now?
What's the last movie you watched?
There you go. Oh,
I was watching Speed yesterday. Remember
What
what
about
Keanu
Speed 2?
used? Wasn't that the on a jet ski? No.
Just like 12 people on a giant.
If this jet ski goes on under like 100 miles an hour, you'll all turn into fish.
Did you ever see the critic did a parody of that? He's like speed reader, and he gives him a book. If you read less than 50 words a minute, this whole library's going to hell. And it's Keanu Reeves, and he's like, 1, fish, 2, oh, fish. It's just great. Well,
But the funny thing was, like, at the end of the movie, they got everyone off the bus, and they're in the airport, and the bus just crashes into an airplane. So it's like, all right, you got like 12 people on a bus, and then you killed like at least like 100 people on a commercial jet. I was like, what? I mean, I guess mission accomplished.
There's so many
I guess so.
specific action movie plots that like you can't do again. Like Die Hard kind of works, but like Die Hard 2 is just Die Hard 1 again in an airport.
I don't like Die Hard 2.
I kind of like it.
I don't
like
really
the
even
whole-
remember
the
it.
whole fake
I honestly
magazines
think the best Die Hard
subplot.
movie is Die Hard with a Vengeance, because that is like, it completely restarts the template, and just the chemistry between Bruce Willis and Samuel L. Jackson is perfect. And I like that it's in New York, because he's from New York. It's nice to see
it's
that
in his
too.
home.
I never saw any of the Die Hards. What's their deal?
I mean, I have
The
like
first one's great.
every year I watch Die Hard on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
That's my
It's
tradition.
the best Christmas
Is that Bruce
movie.
Willis's breakout role?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I'd say
Is that a Christmas
He
movie?
was in
That's a
a-
huge argument
it's a
for
Christmas
people.
movie.
Yeah.
Is it?
Takes place on Christmas Eve.
It gives me a Christmassy feeling.
It
I don't know
doesn't?
Plus,
how-
there's like
hear
the ho,
those
ho,
sleigh
ho
bells
thing in the
jingling.
movie. Remember when in the elevator?
Isn't it just
It's ho,
Untimely
ho.
Death, the movie, though? How is it so... What's the Christmas aspect?
It takes
It
place
takes
on
place-
Christmas
On
Eve.
That's
Christmas.
it?
That's it.
But
Yeah,
there's
that's
like
what I meant.
Christmas themes like throughout. It's
But
not
and
really
it's
a
not
Christmas
even
movie,
like, and it's like in like sunny Los Angeles, so it's like, a
Yo,
dark-
what's the best Christmas movie
I'll tell you,
outside of Die Hard.
outside of Die Hard?
without nostalgia, like without that lens,
Christmas with the Cranks. No,
Oh,
Oh, ew.
that's just so
That
bad.
movie.
you know
is
what movie I
so
couldn't get
bad.
into? The stop motion Rudolph one. You know
What?
that
You
one?
have to grow up with those movies. Like I watched
I can't.
Santa Claus
I
is
hate it.
Coming to Town, and it is the trippiest movie. It's the trippiest thing. They were high on acid
Wait, is
while
that
they
the
made it.
claymation?
That's
or-
it's the
I can't
claymation.
do claymation.
No?
Claymation looks
It's
so
just-
creepy.
Claymation.
it skeeves you. Yeah, I feel like you either love it or it like really creeps you out.
Skeeves for a while.
Yeah.
And it's really just that feeling. Like
Yeah.
it makes you uncomfortable and not.
Wallace and
like-
Gromit's claymation. You like that?
I can do Wallace and Gromit.
No, well, Wallace and Gromit is like claymation,
Wallace and Gromit, not letting go.
but like that looks like clay. Like those old Christmas movies looks like you know when you do the art projects and I almost said projects. You got me fucked up. And you like they put the clay in the oven and it turns into glass kind of shit.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't know. That was that kind of claymation. and
I guess
don't
it
know
was
how
just a
that
different
works.
style of claymation. Like it was just a
And it
different
was
artist
such
making
low
it.
budget, and it was like favorite Christmas movie. Like I would say, I guess I'm preconditioned to say Christmas Story because that's what my family kind of
Yeah.
grew up
I
around.
just know tongue and a
It's just
pole.
on at like my uncle's house when we do it. It's on marathon, so it's
Yeah.
just on the TV.
That's Red Ryder BB gun.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've
National-
seen half of that movie 10 times.
National Treasure is the best.
Oh, that's the best movie, dude.
No, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
That's good, but I'm still. I think
Shitter's
it's like the
clogged.
answer.
That's what that's from.
How about Jingle All the Way?
I was thinking Jingle All the Way.
Jingle
Why
All
did
the
I
Way.
even say that?
No!
Is that what that's from?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
He actually
That
says
entire
that in the
movie, The idea of him like becoming Turbo Man. The scene where he fights 10 Santa Clauses and a bunch of small ones, and a Santa Claus is like 7 feet tall. That entire movie, it's just perfect. It's just the best. It's the best movie.
Way too far at the end.
And
when he
Sinbad.
turned into Turbo Man, I was just like watching it. It's like it could have ended, but then like they kept going with it. I was like, no, and then he's like flying around the city. It's like, all right.
I'm still trying to think of the. I guess Christmas Story is a pretty good one, and it stands the test of time pretty well.
It's
It's pretty good still.
It was made in the 80s.
It was made in 1983.
Takes place in-
It looks like in 1943, and it's still timeless. That's like such a weird combination. Goodfellas has some good Christmassy parts, and it's not a Christmas
No,
movie,
it's
but it
not
has
a
some.
But
good
I
Christmas
just saw that. I just saw
Dude,
that
what'd you think
last
about
year for the
Goodfellas?
first time. That's a fantastic
so good.
movie.
It's so damn good.
It's
It's
really
so amazing.
funny.
I think
Like,
it's
no
the
one
best.
mentions that.
It's the best crime movie there is.
I would agree with that.
Really,
I like
performance from that is
Godfather,
ridiculous.
but it's
a little slow.
Seems like,
I don't. I'm not gonna lie. I fall asleep
I
every
don't-
time.
Remember what Peter Griffin says about Godfather? He's just like, it's a bunch of old guys sitting around in chairs.
I don't like how long
it
he spends
insists
in
upon
Italy.
itself.
Yeah.
What are
It
you?
insists upon it. What the fuck does that mean?
I don't like how long he spends in Italy. That's what I don't like. I mean, it plays a lot to the movie, but I think
Do you know that they had, like, the mob had people on set for Goodfellas
Yeah.
and The Godfather, like, just making sure everything went okay. Like, there were
Oh.
monsters, like, on the set.
make sure they approved.
Just watching everything.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy. That must have. That's why it's such a good movie.
Have you seen Goodfellas?
Yeah, I have.
You know, like, the mom that makes all the food?
Yeah.
That's Martin Scorsese's mom.
That's
Oh my God.
that's adorable.
I think
She-
I remember that. Somebody was telling
And
me that before.
her and Martin Scorsese's father were like the wardrobe designers.
Yeah.
And they would do a
Now,
lot of
now
work.
tell me,
yeah.
what do you mean that I'm funny?
Am I don't
am I
think
a clown? Am I like a? I am.
That is the best Joe Pesci
And
role.
that-
Joe Pesci's good at
Look
My
at that,
Cousin
funny.
Vinny.
That's
My
like,
Cousin
wow.
Vinny is good with Joe Pesci, but Joe Pesci's, I think, best role is.
No,
You know
that
that specific scene, that entire scene is ad libbed. That entire scene is just ad libbed.
Anytime I watch a movie, I go in with like a little. This is probably a
There's
lot
some,
to
yeah.
do with the actors just ad libbing and just coming up with.
Oh yeah. I
No.
think Robert De Niro.
Rarely are rhymes. Rarely are rhymes written. Rarely are lines.
Very
written.
Ruh-roh.
Exactly. They usually good directors like give them
The entire Robert De Niro. Who you talking to me is entirely improvised. He was that wasn't that part of the script at all.
just him talking,
You talking to me?
That was inaudible, but
Well,
we'll let you
and
imagine.
Speaking of that,
You snuck it.
Yeah.
Goodfellas I think is the best crime movie, but I think Martin Scorsese's best movie is Taxi Driver.
Yeah,
I
Taxi
have not
Driver's
seen
really
that.
good.
Taxi
I've
Driver,
seen-
it's really deep. Like it reaches me on a weird level.
Dude.
I don't
It
know.
is about like being alone.
And it captures 70s New York.
Do you know the intro song?
What?
He was like, I really relate to that movie. Yeah, it really is about being alone.
It is a big like part of it is being alone.
No, but do you know the intro song? The I love that little intro music. Yeah.
Have you seen Casino?
I feel like it's just Goodfellas
I
without.
do not like Casino.
No, it's not that great. It's like
they were just like, let's just make Goodfellas again, but not.
Badfellas.
yeah.
And it was
Bad
Badfellas.
fellas. Yeah, it was bad, fellas.
There's a scene. I swear, I took pictures of this like when I watched it, but when his like car blows up.
Yeah.
At some point in the movie.
Yeah.
Robert De Niro, his character, and he gets in, and you can clearly see where they cut the shot of a fake Robert De Niro sitting in the front seat, and then the car blowing up.
Yeah.
Like you used to see him sitting, and then it switches and then it blows up. I was like, what is that? And I go and pause it. It's just like this mannequin in the shot, just where he was sitting.
My favorite thing about movies is continuity errors. Have you ever seen the movie Twister?
Yes.
Do you know about that continuity error?
Which one?
There's a scene where they're driving, something happens. Oh, Twister picks up the car, this truck, throws it around. All the windows break. One of the doors comes off, and the next scene they're driving away, and all the windows are fine, and the door's back. And then every other scene after that, they're fucked up. So it's like
It's just right there.
it's just right there. It's like
A great film series that has a lot of continuity errors. If you have time, is a James Bond series. There's like a lot of like.
I've never seen a single James Bond movie.
I mean,
I've seen really weird ones. I've seen the one with Halle Berry in it.
That one's awful. I hate the windsurfing. And like,
I
it got
know,
so
it's
weird.
so
Like,
weird.
it's kind of like, all right, I'm gonna like fucking windsurf a tsunami in the Arctic right now. Like, oh, it's so bad.
Who's the best Bond?
I think Pierce
James
Brosnan.
Bond?
Timothy Dalton.
I just
James
think
Bond's
like
the best Bond.
iconic wise, when people hear James Bond, I think almost everyone pictures
Sure.
Pierce Brosnan.
Oh,
Well,
I imagine
if they
Sean
don't
Connery.
know James Bond, they might.
I
I think
imagine Sean
Sean
Connery.
Connery will always be the best Bond. I hate Pierce Brosnan.
You've had your
James Bond.
six.
I hate him.
I gotta look up who that is, Pierce Brosnan.
Well, you'll know him by his
You-
face. You know
James
GoldenEye?
Bond,
Oh,
think of the guy
You know
that plays
GoldenEye's
in-
cover where he has it, and then it's actually an
Just think
extension of his mouth. You know
No.
that?
No.
How he's holding it? It looks
Remember
like his mouth
Mrs.
is-
Doubtfire? He's the douchey British guy.
Oh, that is him.
Oh, okay.
about
Yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah.
Everyone's like, wait.
You're gonna say
what's
Mrs.
James Bond
Doubtfire?
doing this-
It's Mrs. Doubtfire. He's James Bond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robin Williams
It's
is
a secret
James
undercover.
Bond.
Robin Williams as a woman.
We were,
As
we were-
James Bond.
we were talking about continuity errors, and this isn't really a continuity error, but me and Kyle were watching Star Wars yesterday, A New Hope, and after they blow up the Death Star and land back on Yavin 4, like at the base, everyone comes running out to like cheer for Luke, and Luke yells "Carrie" instead of Leia.
Oh, yeah.
Does he?
In the shot, it's like.
Does he
you can
really?
hear- Yeah. And they're like laughing, like "Yay!" But I think they're like laughing at the fact that he yelled "Carrie."
Yeah, she did laugh a little more genuine. It was
Yeah.
like, you idiot, is what it sounded like. But I still love. Hello.
Hello.
I'm gonna keep mentioning it.
What is it?
When we saw
Oh, yeah,
Alec,
I
Alec
heard- yeah, I
Guinness
know what it
come
is.
out, and he was just
Hello.
with his hood off.
They
Hello,
just threw the
from
whole
the
movie.
from the world
As
of
we're watching it, we just
tomorrow.
kept imagining him just popping in, going, "Hello."
No, because it's
It starts every sentence with "Hello."
no, it's because he's fighting Darth Vader, and they lock sabers, and he sees Luke, and he's about to get killed, and he looks at Luke, and he goes,
Hello.
"Hello."
What did you draw?
That's you, man.
That's me.
That's you.
That's awful.
Well, I'm gonna give you your beard first.
I
So,
have a beard.
You have a
since
little-
we
little
watched
beard.
It Follows
just drew
the other
James.
day,
Yeah.
I have been desperately trying to find movies that meet up to that.
Watch,
And
watch the. James didn't like The Witch because he wasn't watching The Witch. Watch The Witch because you'll really.
It was just boring.
You weren't watching.
Was it
I
The
just-
whole point is that
I
it
just-
builds tension, and
I
you
just,
kept talking and breaking the tension.
Well,
You didn't watch it right.
Was it the Vavitch?
I mean, of course you're allowed to not like.
I
it,
just
but
don't, I just
thought
don't
it
like
was great.
those suspenseful horror movies. I don't know. They just kind of there's not
You want instant gratification horror movie?
no. I want character building, and there's just no character building.
What's a good horror movie then?
Good horror movie. I like Halloween, the original 1970
Oh,
Halloween.
okay. So
that's
that
a pretty good one.
I feel
actually.
like
you would like
Halloween-
See, I'm not as much of a horror buff as I am like a monster.
Silence of the Lambs.
Silence
I
of the
feel like
Lambs great.
Halloween is more of like a slasher than it is a monster.
I would say there's a
Yeah.
difference. That's a good point.
Like Halloween, Elm Street. Elm Street's a bit.
Elm Street's
freakier.
funny to me.
Yeah, and it's a bit funny.
Yeah.
As you like tread more into scary stuff, it edges around.
Dude,
comedy.
I don't know what movie it is, but I saw One Nightmare on Elm Street, and the girl picks up the phone, and the phone licks her, and it made me
That's
piss
so
myself.
funny.
Dude, this is Misha.
Is
This
that
is Misha.
Is that Misha?
With a hat.
Oh, I made Misha.
It's Misha with a hat.
Oh wow, it is Misha.
Yeah, I do like monster movies a lot. I don't know who I was talking. I think I was talking to you, Chris and Kyle, about horror movies and like monster movies specifically. And I think the scariest thing in those movies is when you don't know what the thing is,
Yeah.
what its intentions are. And
It's
but
just
as soon as you find out, as soon as they give it to you,
Yeah.
it's a bit less scary because you know what it is.
Like
Yeah.
Insidious, you're
Yeah.
talking about? Yeah.
There was this great like horror movie short that I saw maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and they actually made a full horror movie out of it, which was dumb and it was awful. But it was called Lights Out, and this girl's just sitting in her room, and she like goes to turn the hallway light off in her house, and she turns it off, and there's someone in the hallway. Like when she turns the light off. And you can
Oh,
see
I know that
and She's
scene.
like, "What the fuck?" Turns the light
I know,
off,
and then
he's not there.
Then again,
Turns it, he's there. And she
Ha.
does it, and then she does it again, and it's closer. She's like, ah. So then she just like whatever the fuck that was, I'll go to bed.
Yeah.
And
next time she does
shuts
it.
her lights off, and you hear it like move around, and then pretty much the jump scare at the end is it turns on and there's a face like ah.
It's at
But
the it's at the
stupid.
clock, right? It's at the alarm
Yeah,
clock.
So,
it's stupid
I know
because
that.
you see the face and it's a stupid fucking
It's a
face.
stupid
So
face.
they made a full-length movie about it.
Yeah, they were like, well, "This is great," and it doesn't work.
It sucks. It's awful. It's awful.
It only works
The
in that
concept
very
is
short
so
format.
great. Like
Yeah.
if they had just left it there, like she just goes to bed, or they just
That's
whatever.
why it was a short film. It only worked at that level.
Yeah.
But it wasn't scary right when it was really good up until the very end, where it just shows a guy
No.
he had like white eyes and like sharp teeth, and it was just like
No, she turns on the light. It's like, hello.
It's easier to just not finish it and leave it ambiguous. Then it's
that
terrifying.
Would be spooky, 'cause
That's
you
it.
don't
'Cause
know
then it's
what
like,
it was,
what was that
what
the
the
entire
shit was
time?
it?
Yeah.
Like it follows. It's just
Yeah.
there to kill you, and you don't know why.
Yeah.
It's not gonna stop, but it's gonna kill you.
Yeah. You don't even really know what it looks like.
No, and you
Yeah.
can't kill it. Nothing. It's just that's why it's scary. But if they like explained it, or if they like found an old book
They're
with
like,
like,
oh,
pictures of it, like
here's
oh, it's
it's actually a mongork and it fucking. I don't know.
We're talking about monster movies, and the thing is,
The best.
but like,
Andrew
we know,
Amato.
Bless up.
we know
Hashtag
what
bless
it
up.
is.
Best movie.
Andrew Amato. We know what the thing is, but
It's
it's
Andrew
still
Amato.
scary, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe that doesn't.
Well,
apply
I think the
everything.
scariness out there is just that it could be
it's
anything.
Also it's the paranoia. Is that you don't know.
Yeah.
Is this person a person, or is it?
Is that dog a dog? Is this like what the fuck?
Am I a boy?
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh yeah, the awful dog spaghetti tank
Oh.
mess thing. That's not cool. That's right off the bat. That's like 10 minutes. into
Yeah.
the movie.
So we should take a minute to talk about who James is, because he is our guest today.
Yeah.
So James is actually in a band with Jesse. For all people who don't know
Yeah.
that, why don't you guys talk about that? The Dispersions.
Disperse.
Ew. What do you guys disperse? What's the last thing you guys dispersed?
Semen. Yeah, I knew you were gonna say semen.
It does spray. It does.
Someone
Uh,
asked me like where the name came from, the Dispersions.
You know what? I've always been
I think
curious.
you just came up with it like in. I know you got it from like science or chemistry
Yeah,
or
it's the only
something.
thing I remembered.
But
from
it
chemistry.
totally came up in like we need a new name, and we're just brainstorming for like it was like 3 or 4 days. We were just messaging and chat with.
What were some of the
names.
other names?
yeah, what were your original?
They weren't worth whatever.
Damaged
What would-
bypass.
Madison
Damaged
is fucking
by-
damaged bypass.
Yeah.
Hate
He's
that
still set on that name.
name.
He's not even in the
I
band anymore.
hate that name.
I kind of like
hate
it.
it.
I like how much you hate it. That's
I
what
think
it is.
yeah.
it makes you like it more than I hate it.
So you guys just put out Flipside. Do you have anything you guys want to say about that? For
Um,
anyone who doesn't know, by the way, Flipside is an album Dispersions put out this year, but you also put out a DIY version a year before that.
Yeah, and I was thinking about it the other day. It is a really good album, but I think the whole fact of the matter that we had spent a whole another year recording it and doing everything again. I think it kind of backed us up a bit because we're still
Yeah, it
playing
did.
writing stuff, and like now if you hear what Team's gonna put out, and you just if you hear what Baloo put out, you know it just they're on completely different levels, and I feel like we really have to
What's
catch
funny
up.
is that Team recorded almost everything they have right now a year ago.
Team
They're
being
just re-recording stuff.
Team
right
being
now.
Lucas Naylor's band
Yes.
that we had
Yeah.
on earlier.
Yeah,
they're,
they
like,
have-
friends of ours, but it's funny that they've also been sitting on that almost as long as we have with
Yeah.
Flipside.
But I don't even
Mhm.
think like Flipside. I think the thing with Flipside was it was before we were really influenced by local stuff, and now I think most
And
of our
before we
influences,
found our like a sound.
and we found a
Mhm.
sound. I think a lot of the stuff we're writing is more influenced from the local scene because we didn't know what the hell was happening back when we wrote Flipside. We were just kind of listening to a lot of like, well, at least me because I guess I was a primary songwriter in that part. I was listening to like a lot of like Weezer and bands like Weezer, Not a Surf, Super Drag, Ozma. You know, a lot of that
It is
shit.
the album is like a hodgepodge of genres, and so is like what we play. Like it's punk, but it's also.
I love it. I can never peg it
it's
for
also-
one.
It's also Weezer.
I can never like
also
put it in one
Shazam.
specific category.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say it does have that quality. There's a lot of diversity on the record.
Yeah, that's both a good thing and a bad thing.
What have you guys ever got the question? What genre are you?
Yeah,
How do you
and we
All
respond
the
to
can
that?
time, we ask that
we
ourselves.
can't
Okay.
answer.
All the time.
What
And,
did
like-
Andrew say his band's genre was?
Oh, he said it was just they couldn't figure it out.
Yeah,
They
but
just
I
gave up.
think he called it
He
something.
said it. Jazz was in the name.
And you know, people. I got a guy who's told me, he's like, "What genre are you?" Now, before you get offended that I'm asking what your genre is, and it's like, it's not about that musicians get offended. It's that it's genuinely difficult to put
Yeah.
yourself in a box.
It's like I don't know. It's
See,
I'm a mix
that's-
of different
That's why
things.
it's a good thing because if you call yourself a genre, you really only exclusively on a set path. But it's also a bad thing.
There's
There's
also-
not because you're kind of just writing. You tend to write songs that are not for your band. Like
Right.
you have to write songs that you need to play, not just songs.
Well, that's why I think it's good to write album-wise, not
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
you
what
have
I
a
do.
theme. You have a.
To write a cohesive
Yeah.
unit. So speaking of albums, are you guys working on anything coming out soon? Or
So here's the thing: we have like 2 projects
Yeah.
right now.
okay,
We have an album on the horizon, and it is like, at least in my head, I've been trying to really paint a picture of because I've had this album in my head that I've been working on for over a year now. And I'm trying to paint a picture of what it is, but I don't even know if Misha and Jesse really have a grasp on it.
we have some songs on there already.
Yeah, but before we do that, I think we just want to make it a fun EP real quick.
Just to kind of release some songs that we've had for a while that we play live. sometimes that we
Like
don't
9
have.
and 3,
Yeah,
maybe.
however
But
you
9
wanna-
and 3 is
cool.
also a part of the big album that I'm planning.
And we
too,
also
so,
like want to
yeah.
do maybe like a cover,
Yeah.
and then maybe 2 or 3 other songs that we've also. So it'd be like 4 or 5 track EP.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
and so when it comes to EPs, do you guys like to have the songs stay on the EP, or can they be on a full album someday?
This time it might.
This time, yes.
It'll, at least with 9 and 3, because I don't know if I want any. Because the album I'm just going to call it the Sophomoria album, because I can't think of.
I'd imagine that like 2 of the songs on the EP would probably just be.
Yeah.
It depends on
Alright,
on what happened. I'm just predicting what might happen, or just usually what happens with EPs.
Yeah.
But we'll probably pick like favorites off of that, or maybe if we like all of them, they'll all be on the album.
Okay, and you don't see, because I always wonder, like, is there like a recipe for how many songs an EP goes on to be a full album? Is it like a test run?
I say when it breaks
5 or
it's
6.
around 5 or 6
Yeah.
is when it's an album. I think maybe 7. If it's like less than 4 or less, I think it's an EP.
Okay.
But like
Really?
it could also be. It's right between 5, 6, 7. Around then is when it could.
Yeah.
I think
And
if
then
it's
there's
6
like
or
an
more, I think.
obscurity of like mini albums, like technically like Rock and Roll Nightclubs, technically what's called a mini album.
I don't
that's
know
like-
what
that's
that
like
is.
It's like a
even-
9-track album or 7.
But it's short,
7 to
and that's
9.
the.
Yeah, the songs
It's
are short.
yeah, exactly.
I consider that a full album. It again.
Well, just on the
it's,
Wikipedia page, it
it's
says
kind of
like
like we were just saying
mini
earlier about
LP.
like genres and defining yourselves. Like it locks you in.
Yeah.
It's just this is the music that you're releasing.
Right.
Saying it's an album, it's whatever. This is music.
Okay.
I think there's like a general line between what an EP is and what an album is.
Yeah.
So. that's
Okay.
what I think.
So everyone, I just posted a status, and people are still getting really mad.
About what?
I just posted
I know. it
Cars
is.
3 spoiler, Mater dies.
I
And
love that. That
everyone's
made me
believing
piss
it.
myself.
Everyone's
Everyone's
That
all
made
right,
me
I'm gonna read
piss
off the
myself
comments.
laughing.
Go to hell where you belong.
Who's that?
Next
Who
one.
is it?
This is
Well, let's keep
Doug?
the identities
You know, Doug- okay.
relatively.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. Another one. Fuck you. Right in the ass by a big angry beaver with with herpetolophophilus. I don't know what that
Who
means.
typed that?
You fucking monster! How dare you? Damn you! What the fuck? And then I'm like, and I comment. I'm like, wait, does Mater actually die? I didn't even see this movie.
Yeah.
I'm just
You shouldn't
joking
have-
about
you
it.
shouldn't have said anything.
Yeah.
Mater
And
dying.
then somebody else joins us. Like they all get in a major car accident, and Mater doesn't make it. I wanted like. I
Are
wanted
they
to be
car
like-
accidents or are they just accidents?
yeah.
These are
That's,
just
that's,
normal accidents.
Yeah.
do you imagine if people had accidents? Like you got to write it up.
Yeah.
Are there
Just a shit ton of
Are there
people just
baby
run-
cars? Are they?
Yeah, we had this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are they? Where are they made?
born? Do they eat?
We said
Do
we
they
were talking about
we
this.
definitely went over this.
gasoline? Do
Or
they get sick?
do they drink beer? Do they get high?
Like,
On like fumes, paint fumes.
I feel like the vegans are the ones that only use diesel. Oh no, they're the electric cars. The diesel are the douchebags, and the electric cars are the,
Also,
the
there has to be
vegans.
like monster trucks in
Yeah.
this world.
They're
Yeah,
they're
I don't know.
bodybuilders.
I don't know why they haven't gone into that. Like, there's a scene where like Lightning McQueen goes somewhere and there's just this big fucking scary monster truck. What are you doing here, boy? like something like that. Oh, and then there's like a chase scene where he like almost gets fucking crushed.
I love how they like racially like diversify it by like the stereotyping the cars, like some low riders just as Mexican, like, hey, what's up, this is.
It kind of works though.
It works, but
It
I
really
want
works.
I want there to be like a ricer. It's just like there, just a Puerto Rican stereotype as a ricer or something.
What kind of car would you all be? What's your car, Jesse? If you became a car,
Okay.
Not what you want to be.
What you
No,
like?
What
I
would
know.
you
I
be?
was trying to say-
I feel like Jesse's like just an SUV, just a fine. He gets
I
you.
feel like I'm a
He's an-
4-door.
I think you're like a Rav4, like a good SUV, like
I don't like it.
Ref
Okay,
was
but
good.
so the other people have to decide who.
Who you are?
Yeah.
What's
I'm an
Chris?
SUV.
What's Chris?
Well, can I say what I think I am?
Yeah.
I think I'm a pickup truck, but one of those really crappy small ones that's not really a
Oh,
pickup
like a
truck.
Ford Ranger.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
something like that.
See
Yeah.
that.
Or maybe a Jeep.
I agree with that.
You're
Yeah,
not a
I can.
Jeep.
I can.
You're a
yeah.
Grand
No.
Cherokee.
Dude, my dad had a Jeep Grand Cherokee for like 10 years.
that's who
It was
you
like, I love that
You
car.
know what? I think I'm a Dodge Stratus. That's like the first car I remember my mom owning. And
it was you.
Every time I see one, it just reminds me of that. So I think I'm a Dodge Stratus.
What's James?
Ooh.
What do you think?
He's an
you
El
are?
Camino.
No, you're your van. You're your green
Oh,
van.
No, he's not a van.
You're the minivan still.
I'm trying to
I feel
think.
like I'm a Yugo.
A Yugo?
Oh, you know what? That's too obscure. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm trying to think.
Search it up.
You might, you might be a Camaro. Might be like a Camaro kind of.
I don't think I'm that cool.
I
No,
don't think
I'd
he's
be
that
like
cool.
a Mustang 2.
Mustang 2.
It was like it was like a Mustang, but they made it like a subcompact Mustang, and it has like no power. They just kind of made it.
I think
look
you're
like-
still your van. Your green van.
Yeah, I feel like I'm the Explorer, but like and like
He's
just
a-
but like my Explorer, like my
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the with a
Just falling apart on
giant
the
dent
inside.
and like the check engine light's still on after 2 years.
Kyle's like.
He's a mini bike.
Like a Corolla.
No,
Bike.
no, you're an electronic mini bike.
A Corolla.
No, you're like a. You're my 95 can.
I'm
I
your
miss that boy.
your personal 95 camera.
I miss how I smelled it overheating.
I missed how comfy it was, how the handling was. I like my car now, but that car I just had.
You know what car I don't?
It
You
would
know,
vibrate.
it would just,
Like my wheel would just.
Yeah.
It was just like something missing in the wheel.
I want to install a vibrating, like in a car when it starts vibrating, it's my voice just goes.
Or a horn with your voice. Hey.
Now the horn just goes, hello.
Why are we not at customizable car horns yet?
Because-
is it a
I just
safety
saw-
issue?
This is what
It's
a Yugo
money.
is.
That's
what I
good.
think. That's
Oh
what a
my
Yugo
God.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're Yugo. You're a station wagon. Is that
Yeah,
not-
you go be a Yugo.
You go do that.
I just saw some video of some guy like adding like a happy horn, an angry horn, and like a danger horn.
I like
to his
that
car.
idea.
Help.
What's the
We've
happy
been
horn?
talking about that for a while.
Yeah, it was
too.
like a
What's the
It was
angry
just like
horn?
a little friendly. It was just like.
What was the other one?
It was just like an emergency horn. Or, I don't remember what the
Okay,
other one was.
actual beep. is
It
what
should
is.
be no. Just the emergency one should be a gunshot, because that gets your attention.
I had the idea that car horns should be a C, an E, and a G, and you can get whatever it is. So traffic jams are just the beautiful harmonies and chords.
So like every car horn is like a triad.
It's a triad, a major
It's like,
triad.
yeah.
And
That
then
would
the
be so
then
cute.
but when you have like an old car and it gets like a little detuned and you get a minor in there, just
You have to like go in with the drum tuner and like.
Wait, so there's triads and yakuza, right? Like the gangs. Or
oh yeah, that kind of
The
triad.
triads are wait. The yakuza's Japanese or Chinese?
I think we're talking about right.
Like you know what
The-
the yakuza
The
is?
gangs and
Nope.
the Asian gangs are called
Like
triads.
the mafia.
Are
like
we
the
talking
Japanese
about Gran
mafia,
Torino?
The Chinese mafia? Not at all.
Dude, not even
When
kind
you
of
talk-
I don't know what
slightly.
When
to-
you
I feel
talk
like you would know
about
about this.
relatively
Are
like
the-
Asian
the
and
Yakuza-
crime, I think of Gran Torino. I'm sorry.
You
So there's, like,
wait,
the-
Chris, you played Sleeping Dogs. What were they?
I don't remember. I think it's
Yakuza. Like remember in the episode of Always Sunny where Mac they're in the store and they're all imagining like how they would deal with the robbery,
Is that like actual?
and
people?
then Mac goes Yakuza.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know. Okay,
Japanese.
that makes sense.
Yakuza is
The
Japanese.
triads are Chinese, I guess.
Okay.
Maybe I don't know. Anyways,
Dude,
I'm
wait.
still thinking
Do
of
you
Gran
think
Torino.
there's like one wise guy in the Yakuza and he's
Yeah,
just
well,
like, hey guys, why don't we go get in a Yakuza?
and they're just colorblind bullets.
Yeah.
We were at that Sean concert the other day,
Chancellor.
and
Concert.
we couldn't get through the crowd.
Concert.
And I saw this guy came through that worked at the venue, and he held up his phone line. He was like, "Make way, make way!" And the
For Prince
crowd
Ali?
parted and walked through. Was like, "I'm just gonna do that." And then I
Oh,
had my
yeah.
phone, and the guy next to me was like, "I got it." Just some random dude next to me, and he turns out his phone. I'm like, "Make way, make way!" And then we just got through the crowd.
People
Like,
made way.
They made way.
Just with a light on, you look official.
You
They're
can-
like, "Oh, sorry.
You can
sorry."
buy a construction like one of those vests, the orange vests from
Yeah.
like
You need a clipboard.
Macy's,
You need a clipboard.
and a clipboard. You can just go anywhere. Excuse me, Mr. President, I need to speak to you.
What the fuck? With a construction vest on?
I'm here
That's what I
to,
was
I'm here to
thinking.
talk to the president.
Talk to the president and fix his hose.
It's like, Mr. President, I don't advise that. No, I trust him.
It's like,
He's got a
I
clipboard.
clipboard.
He's got a
Trump just
clipboard.
hires
He's got
the
a
guys,
clipboard.
like,
I like this guy.
It's the CIA.
He's got a
just
nice
a
butt.
construction worker he found out.
He's got a nice little butt.
He's got.
I love the CIA. It's just the cha.
Oh yeah, well, the
Chia.
FBI is the FBI.
I like how in GTA they're called FIB. Fib.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
fibs. You know, it was a great game, kind of like a GTA clone. It was a LA
Noir.
Crime. You guys know LA
LA
Crime?
Noir?
No.
Okay, well thanks
No.
for talking about LA. That's a great game.
You know what though? But isn't that the game?
We're talking about our game, not yours.
Right. It's like, well, it deals with the Yakuza. It's like a PS2 game. I don't know, like 2005. But there's one dynamic. I think it's called LA Crime because there's also an NY Crime. I don't know if it's called that. But anyway, there's one dynamic because when you jump, it's always in slow motion. And yeah, and you can like shoot gas tanks of cars with one shot.
So that's like
Max Payne.
Dude, did you
Okay.
play Max Payne 3?
I didn't like it.
No, but I know, but it was still
It
pretty
was
badass.
badass, but it
was a hard game.
It's
I
hard.
played that on like normal, and that was tough.
I didn't finish it, to be honest. I didn't play 2 either, to be honest. I played 1
I
so
only
many
played 1
times.
and 3.
1, so much time playing Max Payne 1.
And then just the bullet time.
Yeah, and the Frankie the Bat Niagara thing. That was like, is it like, are you like Niagara, like the waterfalls? Like you're a sissy? He's like, no, they call me Frankie the Bat Niagara.
What game were you talking? Oh, LA Noir.
Yeah.
That is a great game. That's a Rockstar game.
LA Noir.
That was like
Rockstar
the
just
first
does
big
big
game
games.
that used face capture for
Yeah.
animation.
Yeah, but
And
wasn't
they
it
used
awful?
No,
What?
it's amazing.
There's
you
all these
said,
videos
it was-
online of it's like you gotta watch their face to see the
it's
reactions,
extremely
and they're like,
expressive. It's like, tell if they're lying, and they're like,
yeah.
But you have to
your
pick up
face.
like on the like micro
well, you're a
expressions.
detective, and you like go in and interview people, and then
They have
it's like-
micro expressions.
yeah, no, it's like tell if they're lying, and they're making like a really expressive,
Yeah.
like I'm lying face. And sometimes it's difficult, but I guess it's
Just all the ones I've seen online, the guy's face is like, "Did you kill your wife?" And he's like, he makes like a Robert De
Reminds
Niro
me of
face.
The Fox show Lie to Me, where a guy's job was just like, he's lying, he's
That's-
not lying. That's the whole show.
And that's-
But it was up with that idea. It's like, how are we gonna expand this past season 1?
But that guy
And they
was Mr. Orange from Reservoir Dogs.
Yes.
That was obviously an attempt to like
Reservoir
capture
what?
I know
House
Reservoir Dogs.
after House.
What did
got
you say?
canceled.
What did I say?
Reservoir Dogs.
Reservoir Dogs.
You still did it.
You still doing it?
What is it?
Reservoir.
Reservoir Dogs. War.
Are you hearing this?
Reservoir.
Northeast Philly.
He's
It's
crazy.
It's not Reservoir.
It's Reservoir Dogs.
Reservoir Dogs.
It's the red gets the accent. Reservoir
Like
Dogs.
Lie to Me, they were just trying to like have another house because he was just like.
You know, it was
he
cool for like 3 episodes,
people,
and then it
people
got
love
weird.
the shows where there's one guy that's like a genius.
Yeah.
He's a dick.
It's Psych is one of them, but that's like a
Oh,
movie.
Bones,
That's a TV show.
House.
Bones is yes. There's like one weird smart, and they're like
No,
an
Bones is the
antisocial-
smart one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then House is House,
It's just the mentalist.
the mentalist.
The
Sherlock.
The mental.
Sherlock, yeah.
People love. It's like, look how smart he is.
And it's like,
But he's also an asshole.
But
it's
he's a-
because he's so smart, he hasn't had time to focus.
you
on
don't understand. him.
Benedict
I
Cumberbatch
do.
is in Sherlock,
Sheldon
right?
it. Yeah, that's
Cooper.
him.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did not like
You
him.
watched it?
I
Benedict
did, and I
Cumberbatch.
don't like it.
You don't like it?
I'm not big on like that era
Yeah.
kind of thing. But I did not like Benedict Cumberbatch until I saw
Wait,
Doctor
that era? What do you mean
Strange.
that era?
Like
That era.
Sherlock time, whatever that
Oh,
time
it takes
is.
place like.
Oh, is it modern?
Yeah.
Oh.
What Sherlock did you watch?
I think
Am
he's
I
talking
thinking
about
of Robert
Sherlock
Downey
Holmes.
Jr.?
Ew.
Maybe that
Anything
one.
in the movies?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, then you're definitely thinking of that.
I'm
Like
thinking of the wrong thing.
1860 London.
'Cause
where they
it's
all
a
have
show.
capes and shit.
And it's in.
Does it take place? It's more
It
modern.
takes place today.
Oh.
And it's really good.
Well, then
That's
I
just
am
the
just
one
an
You
uneducated
should try to
fool.
watch it. And each episode is a movie length. It's like an hour and a
Yeah,
half.
it's an hour and a half, but there are 3 episodes per season.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh,
Yeah.
well, yeah.
There's only
Okay.
4 seasons.
I
out?
think there was 4 or 5 in the last one.
There was only 3.
Well, they released those 2 bonus episodes, which took place in olden times. Like they did the actual.
Yeah, and I loved that because it was like everyone
It was in his
wanted
head.
that.
Yeah, everyone
Yeah.
wanted to see.
Everyone wanted the mustache on Watson and the hat on Sherlock.
Yeah.
I love that show a lot. But I have been watching. I finished Westworld. You guys don't watch that at all.
No.
It's the AI one with Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, I don't want to spoil anything, but
Yeah, so
just-
don't.
all
It
right.
just talks about AI.
It's like what constitute what did they get rights?
Are we
Almost-
talking about
What point
artificial
did they get right?
intelligence or
Almost-
Allen Iverson?
Alan Iverson. They really
Does he get
go in
rights?
depth about Alan
How
Iverson.
tall is he?
82 motion.
No, but
He's
almost any movie or TV show that dwells on like artificial intelligence is like it really is like what's life, what constitutes being alive.
Yeah, they all do the same things.
They all talk about.
iRobot was a good movie.
Yeah.
iRobot was so good.
Really
Fucking Steve the Pirate from
That was
Dodgeball.
me.
That's Steve the Pirate.
Wow.
I love
Really?
that. Yeah.
Ooh.
The robot, really?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
never knew that. Wow.
Yeah.
That's such like an intricate role.
I hate.
And Steve the Pirate is not.
I don't think iRobot aged that well, but it was good.
No.
Oh no, it's so like
2000.
Yeah,
was
right,
like,
you're right.
The worst
You're
part
right.
of the movie is like when like he goes to his mom's house. It's like, what kind of old shoes do you have on? It's like they're 2004 Converse vintage editions. I'm like, oh god, that was awful.
like no
I
one wears
st-
Converses anymore.
I feel like the most iconic line in that movie was, there are 4,892 stairs. Yeah, man, that's the kind of shit that you keep to yourself.
It's just so Will Smith and a robot.
Will Smith
What's
and a
gonna
robot.
happen?
What's gonna happen?
Rob Schneider is a carrot.
The robot.
Rob Schneider is a steak.
Have you seen Bicentennial Man?
No.
Yeah.
That is
Isn't
an
that
AI
Robin
movie
Williams?
With Robin Williams, and it's like 4 hours long.
Yeah, it's really fucking long.
And
Bicentennial.
Haley Joel
Oh,
Osment.
I'm in the
It's like a
future.
young-
Oh.
He's like, oh boy, oh, okay.
Oh wait, yeah, wait.
It's really long and like really weird, but it was good.
Is that the one with the where Haley Joel Osment's like the boy robot
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
he tries to like kill his mom or something?
Oh my god, that
I
movie
don't
wrecked
understand.
me. That
Yeah.
movie was sad
They
for
just
no reason.
dropped him. They just dropped
It
him
wrecked
off
me
and
so
they just dropped
good.
him off in the forest. Like, Mom, what's for dinner? It's like, and they just throw him out of the car.
Bye.
Hey boy.
They
Wait, it's totally. I might be remembering this completely wrong. That was like their kid, and then he died, and they like.
You might be
I think
wrong.
it was
Yeah.
something
I
like
I think
They
you might be
totally
wrong.
brought. They like wanted their
It was
kid
something
back,
like that.
and it was the robot, and they're like, it's
It's not
the
the
same.
It's
No,
not
but-
Johnny.
No, but so that movie was sad for no reason.
John.
There was no
Not John.
payoff. There wasn't like a
don't
I
remember.
learned.
I just remember it being very long.
It ended with there is no hope. That's how it ends.
No.
But it's a good movie.
It was
Haley
a-
Joel
it was a good
Osment-
Robin Williams role.
Oh.
He's like really like weird.
Williams.
You know what the saddest? I think I've talked to you about this before.
I knew we're gonna get to sadness.
the episode of Louie with Robin Williams in it.
Oh
I don't
my
know,
God.
it's
What?
like-
Yes.
There's like
Am I
you know what?
missing? Am I like a whole season back on Louis? Is there like a whole
There's
season
pretty
out?
much basically
There's 5
Robin
seasons.
Robin
What?
Williams.
Oh,
How many have you
bet
watched?
like 3.
Chris, you want to
You
know
got
how
to?
fucking dark it is though? Robin Williams and Louie go to a comedian's funeral and then they end up in a diner together and talk about it. They go to the strip club this comedian used to go to, and then after they're done, they're like, "Hey, man," and Robin is like, "Hey, man, when I croak, make sure to come by my place." Like, yeah, of course, and they see that. And literally, I tear up
yeah.
every time because Louis already pulls at your heartstrings enough because that
Yeah.
show is so much deeper than I ever thought it would be.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, no, I try to recommend that show to everyone.
No, especially that episode. It's
Yeah.
fantastic.
I have not seen that, but that's already
It really
like.
makes me feel so many weird.
We were talking about
Things
Louis.
like
I was saying that it had a lot more emphasis on the tragedy than the comedy. I think more so.
Well, it
Yeah.
shows you like how much, no matter how much like shit Louis goes through, at the end of the day, he's going to a little comedy place and joking about it. And like
Yeah, that's
how he
nice.
and that's
And
how
that's
he
his
coped about it.
living.
And that's his living.
yeah.
And
And I-
he's very rich right now.
Yeah.
But
Look,
that's how he
it's-
used to be.
He's coping with
Oh,
his
he's
$1 million.
getting by. He's getting by. Money wise.
Yeah, he did when his one special. He was like, "I'm not gonna lie, I fly first class. I'm better than you right now.
Yeah.
It's not gonna last, but I'm better than you for now." Yeah. There's an episode. You ever see Talking Funny where it's him
Yes. I love that.
Chris
It's
Rock.
Chris Rock, Ricky Gervais.
and Jerry Seinfeld?
I feel like I already know where you're going.
Do
And
you?
it's just
I
four-
don't.
It's just the four of them talking about comedy. It was like an HBO thing for like an hour.
If we have an hour.
And it's
yeah.
just Ricky Gervais going,
I'm British.
He has a great laugh.
But I want to, oh,
He's just like,
that brought me to something. I love his laugh.
Yeah,
I
really
don't
good.
love him as much as
No.
I love his laugh.
Here's Ricky Gervais in a house fire.
Oh my god, it's everywhere! I'm literally burning to death!
How do you guys feel about Patton Oswalt?
I love
We
Patton
talked
Oswalt.
about
We
him
talked about
last
him.
podcast.
Really?
Were we talk, I don't think we were talking about
Lucas.
it on the podcast.
We
Oh,
talked
it was
about it with
Lucas.
Lucas.
Or with Lucas.
Yeah,
okay.
He's in a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like, he's always in things. And I'm always like, hey, that's him. But I feel like he's just like a dick. I don't like
I don't think he's a dick.
I love
just
him
think,
in
don't
21
like him-
Jump
I don't
no,
like him as
22
a-
Jump Street.
Who was he in
He
22
was just like
Jump Street?
Professor, and he was just fucking weird.
I
Yeah.
like him as himself, and I like his comedy, and he's just like a weird dude. And I feel like he's just like sort of a dick. And I don't
You think
like
so?
I don't get that
it's
vibe.
no, it's just me. That's just
Yeah.
I just
I
don't like
remember
it.
he was
Okay.
in King of Queens, and that just
Yes!
flashed me back.
Was he?
Every time I only knew him for King of Queens for such a long time.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
every time I see him, I was like, hey, it's the guy from King of
Wait,
Queens.
Who was he in
And
that?
when
Who
he-
was
He was like his friend. Doug
No.
Heffernan.
Yeah, like,
He
Doug
worked
Heffernan.
in. No, I know exactly what he did. I knew exactly who he was. He worked
was
in at like
He's a subway guy.
he was the subway ticket taker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before they installed the Metro system.
Was it
Yeah.
funny?
I don't remember.
All
It
right,
was
when I
always
think
kind of like a.
Whenever I think about King of Queens, I think of this one joke, and it's a joke where like the two like main couple, well, like Doug and Carrie go up with their friend couple, and they go up to like an Apple resort in like upstate New York, and like everything is
Apple
themed.
Resort?
Yeah, like an Apple
Yeah, like
themed
iPad.
resort because they grow apples.
Yeah.
And like
Apples!
Like, at a Apple themed hotel or something, and like the Carrie, it was played by like Leah Remini. Who she is gorgeous, by the way.
That's why I know her name.
She like goes to the, she's like, oh, out of all the you see all the apples in here, but guess what computer they have? IBM. And there's like a laugh track. I'm like, oh, that's whenever I think of King of Queens. I think of that.
IBM.
IBM always made me laugh because it's I poop.
I guess the
I do
joke
poop.
was, oh, they should be using an Apple computer.
Yeah, that's the
And,
joke.
like,
And the
okay.
crowd was like, ah.
The crowd was like, I guess they should.
It's just a stupid feel good sitcom from the
Yeah.
2000s.
Most
with
of
a
the
fat-
laugh track in Big Bang Theory are dead people.
Well, yeah, they're
Yeah.
out the gun to their
It's an
head.
old laugh
Oh, you mean
Yeah.
like that? I thought they were like.
How much I mean, I guess you can clear up any kind of audio quality, but like I feel like.
What do you? How do you guys feel?
that same laugh track sample, like those groups of samples are used on like so many different shows. And some say that when you die, they add
Oh my
you to
god!
Big Bang Theory.
Is that? Did you make that up?
Yeah.
I like that. I
You
like
said
that
that so
theory.
seriously, and I would.
That was
believe
like an
it,
actual
yeah.
horror story.
Wait.
You should make that into a. Yeah, it's
It's Sheldon.
It's Sheldon.
it's Sheldon. It's baby.
You're in my
It's kid
spot.
Sheldon.
You're in my spot. That's not his voice.
Have you ever seen it without the laugh track? It is so.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
hilarious.
it's
Freaking
probably weird.
It's like, get out of there! What? There's like, there's just like weird pauses.
You're
Yes.
playing my Nintendo. Stop playing Crash Bandicoot on my
Board
classic
one.
We don't get laid. We don't get laid.
That show goes from we don't get laid to we are laid.
Yeah, they're like, we're
They all
nerds,
have like
but we're having
really
sex.
hot
Yeah.
girlfriends.
Dude,
Even,
I think
like,
that
Oh, yeah.
probably did wonders for my people. I don't want to say our people.
Chris is wearing
I feel
a
like
Pokemon
They
that
are
offends everyone.
people.
It did wonders for our people.
Didn't.
It didn't? I got laid way more
It's
after.
funny. It's funny how like.
No, you did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
If you did, it wasn't because of Big Bang
Oh,
Theory.
Sheldon.
Sheldon
Call me Sheldon.
got me laid.
You know, it's funny. I think as far as like
Bazinga.
nerd culture, the ones and like I don't know if I'm biased here,
All right.
but follow me on this. Since I am a fan of the band, I can't think of nerds being kind of considered cool until Weezer. Really, if you think about it.
Yeah.
They kind of made being
I
nerd.
feel
They were
like-
the very, very start of
I feel
it.
like
I
it
think.
really only got really cool when like that wave of superhero movie hits. Like
Oh, you might be-
Iron Man and-
I think
Well,
that-
no, I
and
mean
then
like the
comic
very,
books got a
very
big
start.
thing,
Like I think
and
Weezer
then, like-
had something to do.
Okay.
with it.
I mean,
would say.
it was big
Also-
in the '90s, but it really hit like
It-
its commercialization.
Oh, yeah.
Like all these big companies are like, oh, nerds.
Well, I mean,
oh,
like,
let's sell nerd things.
I think
and
more in a
let's make
sense of
a
style.
T-shirt with Captain
Yeah.
America on it, but it's like, oh, it's the raccoon from. It's just they
Yeah.
just
I
combine
think
things
I
like,
guess my
love
part
this
is
shit.
more in a sense of style. I guess nerd dress like how. I don't
Well,
know. That's how
It's
You're
an
right, you're right.
It's identification.
Yeah.
People unite over identifying under one thing.
Yeah, and a lot of people get mad. It's like,
Religion.
now jocks are gonna adopt nerd culture, and now we're not. There's no fun in being a nerd now.
Now it's cool.
I mean, I don't mind it being cool to
I don't
be
care.
that way.
Man, you looked at algebra test we did.
It always goes through my mind when someone walks by
Yeah.
with like a Captain America shirt on. I'm like, okay, I guess it's like commercialized now.
Yeah, I used to get really mad when I saw someone wearing a shirt that I didn't think they enjoyed, like if it was like a Black Sabbath shirt.
Like a Nirvana
Or like
shirt.
a-
Nirvana's the number one offender for
no,
me.
it's the Led Zeppelin World Tour 1977.
I have heard
Everyone
that
has
actually.
one.
Oh.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
what
I'm
talking
quicker to
about.
believe people like Led
With the
Zeppelin than
angel
Nirvana
on
though.
The
it or
angel,
something,
yeah.
Um,
That,
That was a good- that was a good
you know what? Maybe
period
that
to
and the
that
Nirvana
sentence.
smiley face combined.
Yeah.
oh wait, what was I gonna say?
It was cringy when I got to get my cavities filled. Like they were like, so what kind of music you like? I'm like, oh god, where's this leading? So I'm like, oh.
Is that like with all the tools in your mouth? Like,
No,
Yeah, I hate when they do
Before
that. They do
everything.
that.
like,
And I was like, I don't know, just punk stuff. I thought she was just trying to be nice. Like, name me some bands. I'll put something on. I'm like,
Ooh.
So I'm like, all right, Descendants. She's like, Bad Brains. Kind of like Nirvana. I love Nirvana. Yeah. Oh, and she like puts on Come As You Are, and then like the whole list. I was like, right.
As you are.
You know, I was gonna say I rarely come across somebody who like really doesn't like Weezer, and if they do, they really don't identify with like the nerd narrative. And I think that's why I'm so into Weezer. Is like
almost everyone just knows like the big 5 Weezer songs.
Yeah, but even like so
Island in the Sun.
It's really all Blue Album
Buddy
stuff.
Holly. Yeah, it's really
Pork and some people will bring up Pork and Beans.
And yeah, because like a YouTube Hills thing.
I mean, everyone knows Beverly Hills.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately.
You guys like that song? I like that song actually. I like it a lot. I can't say like there's much from Weezer I don't like.
I will say when
it's really just because we've delved so far into Weezer, and that's just like
when me, Chris, and James went to see Weezer and they played Beverly Hills. I don't care who you are, we were all singing along.
Yeah, that's
true. It was fun.
Yeah, I sing, if it's on the radio, I'm like, God damn it, I'll sing.
It's like, where do I want to be? Where do I want to be? What about Beverly Hills? That's where I want to be. Living in Beverly Hills. I don't know, of course.
I want to be an Ingleside.
What do you guys think of like wow, what the heck was I gonna say? I don't know. Don't ever talk to me.
Okay.
What
what upstairs? Someone died in my house, by the way. We've been drawing pictures this whole time.
I don't know what
you should draw something, man. I draw poop. Christmas.
I draw something,
ooh, Shaft.
It's
yeah,
like
but
it's like weird Egyptian hieroglyphic.
I
can't say
hieroglyphics.
Hieroglyph.
Hyro warm buttery onion burger.
I told someone about that today.
Oh yeah, Checkers.
At Checkers.
What was it? What was the word they used to describe it?
Buttery garlic steak burger.
At Checkers. For $2.
For $2.
Yeah.
You don't want to eat that. It has garlic and it's $2. Not okay.
Not
buttery
okay.
to get the extra fatties rolling.
Oh wow, we're all
they actually do roll.
Just
one, please. I feel so bad.
After doing the working like a trash job, like trash as in it's trash, but also
the trash man.
Trash business is
like as in this is a garbage job.
Yeah, like a garbage job. I've become like so disgusted with so much fast food because I'm going through these people's I'm going through their trash. No,
yeah, you're just
I'm collecting it all. I'm just seeing like all the junk that they eat through the whole day. And I'm like, I can't like look at that without thinking of trash.
Yeah,
that's a good way to start eating healthy.
I mean, but I haven't really been eating a lot of fast food in the past year.
I'm trying. It makes me break out. I've started noticing.
That's weird.
No, like if I remember one time I didn't eat McDonald's for a month, and I get a number 1, and the next day I have 3 cystic acne cysts.
You know what? It's probably your greasy
God.
fingers and then you touching your face.
Yeah.
No, I usually wash my hands after I'm done McDonald's. I don't
but like in a
how much
sink
you touch your face?
right next to
You
or
touch your face like 4,000 times a day, and that's not even like an exaggerated number. You don't realize how often you touch your face. That's why people get so sick so easily.
I just dive in vats of bacteria.
How much water do you drink?
Not enough.
Too much. No, I drink
you and me
so
combined
much
were
water.
just right.
How much water do you think you drink?
It's like I constantly have a glass of water if I'm in the house.
That's good though.
It's really good, but that whole like 8 glasses of water a day thing is like
true.
it's bullshit.
It's true.
What?
Why do you think
I
it's
hear.
bullshit?
Well, I don't know. I just keep. I'll watch like different science shows, and they're like, "Yeah, you should drink 8 a day." And then I watch Bill Nye, and he's like, "You don't
to have watched
actually
the episode
need
of
to."
Adam Ruins Everything where he talks about hydration. Because that's what I watched.
That's what it was. That's where he was
Oh,
saying that it was bullshit.
Adam
Yeah,
Ruins Everything. That's a really good show.
that's a great show.
You gotta think almost like
It's good to be
Hydration is
hydrated.
important.
It's important.
Is your urine
and
clear?
it fixes almost all the time.
Yeah.
I know. I tell so many people about how you thought it was the other
Yeah, it
way.
made me laugh
But
pretty
it's so
damn
funny
hard.
because I was like, it kind of makes sense how he thought it was like that.
I mean, it's all the.
Where the darker it is, the
Yeah, he
better.
said it was darker. I'm like, no, it's not supposed to be dark.
I mean,
I was like, I thought my body was like expelling all the bad stuff.
When I
Ooh,
wake up,
my feces is black.
I mean,
That's good.
I've reached on like borderline brown pee before.
Border brown.
Ah.
The old border brown.
No, but
routine.
hydration is extremely important. Like if you ever have like, it fixes everything.
You gotta
Yeah.
stay hydrated, everybody.
Yeah, if you have enough water in your system at any given time, you're
It's like
probably
changing the
fine.
But it is healthy to have like water on you.
You know, some people, my mom
It's not
included.
like big water is like
Yeah, big water corporation.
Yeah, you don't even, I don't understand.
The big
people buy-
H2O.
People buy bottled water. I'm like, just drink your water at home or get a filter and drink it.
I
at
like bottled water because then I can just take it with me.
Yeah.
Just
I,
get one
I'm not
bottle.
walking
I
down the
just
street
drink
with a
whole
cup
bottle
of
in
it.
like 10 seconds.
Yeah, I usually do.
Just get a bottle and refill it.
I gotta say
Get
this
water.
though, there are some people, my mom included, who don't drink enough water because they don't like the taste.
Yeah, I hated water, and I just tried to drink it
Why?
every day. and now I love
It's I don't know. It's like it doesn't taste like anything, but if it does taste like anything, it's pleasurable.
Did you
It
know
does taste
pure
good.
H2O does not have a taste.
Yeah, you're tasting a
You'll
little bit
throw
of.
it up.
You're.
Really?
Yes.
Oh
Wow.
wait, what?
You cannot ingest pure H2O.
Meaning, what do you mean by pure?
Nothing. It's just those.
No
like,
bacteria?
No
As far as,
minerals.
like, the chemical
It's no
composition.
minerals.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nothing. Just pure H2O.
I know
Why will
what-
you
I know
throw
what
up?
People.
why do you throw up?
Dunno.
Okay.
I know why people.
Because you
talk
don't like
about
change.
Because at least for me, I grew up. You know, you guys all grew up. You kind of grew up in the city. Well, no, you didn't.
We grew up in the same.
Same,
Same
but
house,
I
your
mean, like
brothers.
you live in like a. In,
What do you
like, city limits.
asking? What are you trying
I mean, I have
What are
my
you getting
own
at?
individual well.
Oh yeah, I know.
Oh.
I've never had a well. I've
Oh,
always had.
well.
Well, no, it's how they do it in the suburbs, and we also have a water purification system in our house. So every time I'd go out to Philadelphia or any city, and they just like go in and get the water from the tap, I drink it, and I taste everything wrong with water, and I can't do it. Like if I
Go to
if you ask
Jersey,
me
it's
for-
even worse. It's twice
yeah,
as bad.
No, I know.
Yeah,
So like
whenever
that's why you say like, oh, why do people like buy water bottles and shit? Well, like if I'm somewhere out, like I can't drink like tap water. It's just I'm too preconditioned. It tastes like
I can
toilet
drink all.
water to me.
I can drink all.
It tastes like toilet
Yeah,
water to me.
you could
Wow.
really
I
handle
can
some.
taste the differences in it. Like I know what.
Especially,
It's funny how some people's tap water tastes something.
especially
You know-
Philadelphia
Yeah.
tap
I guess
water.
you have to-
Philadelphia tap water, the Schuylkill River is where we get all the water from.
Yeah.
Because the Delaware River's poison.
I guess you should raise your kid on
Also,
really.
your tap water that is formerly poop water.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
The like purification plants.
Yeah.
You ever
I
see-
trust it.
Did you ever see the video of
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates
Who is
drinking
that?
drinking the poo poo water?
Yeah.
You know,
Drinking the poo-poo.
I wonder if like as soon as the camera shut off,
Do you remember that
oh,
guy?
they eat the poo poo.
They eat the poo poo.
Oh, talking about gays.
Yeah, that like.
Yeah.
They eat
You
the
know
poo-poo.
what they do?
You know what they do.
Have you heard of
They
this?
Eat the poo poo.
It's crazy. No, but I guess you should raise your kid on. That's yeah. Then they eat the poo poo. I'd make that noise. Wait, do that noise again.
I lost weight just from drinking a lot of water.
Can't stop.
I thought you were gonna say something else.
Just from sucking dick.
No, I thought you were gonna say
Just
I
from
lost
someone
weight
has.
just now. That's what I.
just
I lost
a
weight
lot.
just
Like, just
from
like-
exercising.
And
But I
There he
changed
is.
like nothing in what I was doing. I was drinking like no water every day, and I for like 2 weeks I was like I'm gonna drink 8 glasses of water every day, and I did, and I lost fucking 10
Be
pounds.
careful. You should probably raise your kid on really bad water so that when they taste tap water, like ooh, yum 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 yum. That's what I actually think. That's a good like for most things.
White
Make-
ones are
make your kid-
songs, I'll tell
make
you
your kid
that.
have a terrible upbringing, not upbringing, but give them awful things. Like here's poop steak. So when they get older, they
Is that
get
just poop?
it's just poop.
It's just poop.
You cut it up and it's poop.
Poop steak.
I
But if-
forget, I forget who was telling me this, but I think it was my stepdad who works for the city of Coatesville. He was talking to these guys that work at like the water purification plant, like with all the poop. And one of them was like, "All right, I'm gonna go send. He's like going to the bathroom. He's like, "All right, I'm gonna go send something to Steven." And he never got what that meant. And he asked him, and he's like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Oh, Steven works down at the purification plant."
Oh
my
He went to the bathroom and
God!
said something to
That's
Steven.
It wasn't Steven. It was like
That's art. It's
Francis.
it's funny.
or-
It's still amazing.
It was
Francis
some
is
weird.
he gets a call from him
package.
later. Thank you so much. I got
I
the
just
package.
like that.
I love it.
Every
Yeah.
time they just think of him.
Now every time I poop, I'm gonna think
I love
Steve.
shitting
Do you
at
guys
home.
I love.
do you guys
shitting
listen
at
to
home.
music while you shit at home?
I love what?
You listen to music while you shit at home.
What? How long are your shits?
I mean, I go in there with my MP3 player and I
I
just
don't like that.
you know
No,
like
I'm in and
I-
out.
I'm not in and out.
I'm in
I
and
am.
out. Don't
I
sit
am
in.
along.
Get in, get out.
No,
You're done.
I
Get in, that's
no.
it. You're done.
I. You know what I
Why do you
do?
have to be in there? You don't need to be in
I set up shop
Get
in a
out.
stall,
Ah.
Yeah,
I'll take everything out of my pockets and just like put it on like
I'm here for a few
I'm here
hours.
like spin my fidget spinner, let it spin.
You turn the
and
TV on.
I'm watching
That
Netflix on my
sounds-
phone. I'm taking a dump and
That
just
sounded so valedictorian. Let it spin.
let it spin, Jimmy.
I'm sure if you're gonna do that.
I don't understand the long shits. I enjoy.
You know what it
shitting
is?
home, but I'm in there. I shit. It's done. I wipe and I'm out.
I need my ass to like take some time. to
That's
just
why I
recuperate.
can't.
Yeah,
sit,
he's to
because I'm like it's gonna
recuperate.
like seep into my ass.
It needs to,
seep into my ass.
I'm gonna write
Swamp
down.
ass is the worst thing. Me and James talk about swamp ass all the time.
Swamp ass is awful.
And you
Gold
just
Bond powder is made
Yes.
by God.
Yeah.
I-
you said that like that was a real thing. Like, and gold pound
Gold power.
is made by God. Recuperate.
Yeah. I've never used Gold Bond, but I know Shaq endorses it.
I use gold bond when I'm.
I use Gold Bond.
Gold Bond. Shaq broke.
Shaq.
Gold
There was
bond.
that edit of the
Gold bond machine broke.
Oh, wait,
All
you-
right.
the
Have a nice
Shaq
day.
video.
Is it the wiggle you talking about?
I don't know.
There's one
Is
with
it
Shaq's
where his
wiggle on.
face goes? Whoa.
Yeah, yeah,
I was just
yeah.
talking about that today as well.
James, what's your opinion of the current DIY scene of music in Philadelphia?
So I was thinking about this earlier. Today I saw another post on the DIY page, and it pretty much was another one of those sexual harassment kind of things. where
Oh,
it's like,
that's so rampant.
yeah, it's so rampant. However, people take so much time and dedication to make sure they try to ruin the guy's career, which
yes.
makes sense. However, here's the thing. I was thinking about this.
It's
and-
just an angry mob. It's a mob mentality. It works as so many formats, including.
But here's the thing, like, people are so easy to jump the gun on it. For example, Matt Diamond, where there's not enough evidence, there's not enough proof.
It's
and
not. I
it
don't
just-
even think it's that. It's just we don't know him.
And
We don't know what the situation was.
It's his
And
word
people are
against
like,
everyone
This
else's.
is what happened. I'm like, you don't even know the guy.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, and then that brings me to think, say you date a girl who is in the DIY. If you have a shitty breakup and she,
Oh.
like, hates you, she could easily ruin your future.
Easily.
Well, I think that's why
immediately.
you really have to be like wary when you date people. Like, am I gonna date a kind of person who's gonna end up being a monster after we're not apart?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like
more
a
true
big
than ever.
thing for me now.
Oh yeah.
Because when I was younger, you know, it was like
didn't
whatever.
care, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't care. It was
Definitely.
whoever I want to date. Now there are certain people that I just, you know, be it that I was attracted to him or not, I cannot go anywhere near you.
Smart.
I
That's
also
smart.
am not a fan of seeing a lot of the and like I feel like I want to say this and people go, oh, you're a white male, you're privileged, so you're
I know what you're gonna say.
But
I know what
I'm
it is.
seeing a lot of things like I'm looking for a band specific, but like you have to be a person of color or you have to be a woman in order to play this show.
Or gay.
I'm seeing
It's
a lot of
kind of
that.
like what I just mentioned earlier. People love identification and uniting under identification. So
Yeah.
that's just another thing.
And I mean,
People like
there's always the I get it
It's more
side.
like it's not.
No,
we're-
I get it,
It's not
yeah,
like,
like, it
we're
makes-
excluding everyone else. It's just we just want to include these people. It's the
Yeah.
same thing.
But
But-
it is
but-
excluding. Like
Yeah,
it
it's
should be
not a
all
hate-
music.
It's not
It's-
hateful.
It should be all
But
about
they want to
music.
find identity amongst
Like
those
the
like
way
themselves.
I see it, like no one ever, and this is something I really think is cool. When you talk about Jimi Hendrix, you're never going to talk about how he was black.
Same with
Same with
Eminem. How he's
no,
white.
everyone talks about how he's
Really?
white, the rapper.
I guess
Yeah,
that's a
yeah.
bad example.
Everyone. That's like the thing. Same thing with Phil Lynott from Thin Lizzy. No one talks about how he's black.
I forgot he's
Irish
black,
and
to be honest. Yeah.
You know,
Jimi Hendrix was
stuff like
black?
that.
I was kidding.
Yeah, so like
You
I
heard
feel like
that-
it shouldn't matter,
You're-
and like
it's not
they're
a
making it
conspiracy
matter
theory,
to
but
me.
You know how like they said that he had like drugs in his bandana. When he would sweat, it would seep into his skin.
No, I didn't hear
That would
about
be a
that.
Jimi
But
Hendrix thing to do.
all right,
it would be. I don't know. I don't think it was acid. It probably maybe it was, but he would have it like layered. That's why he always.
Well,
wore the
you know what?
bandana.
The Jimi Hendrix thing, I'm a bit wrong because when he'd get interviewed, people would try to be like, "Oh, and the fact you're black," and you're like, "Why does that matter?" And like he made it. He helped make
Yeah.
it not about.
Well,
race.
have
And
you
I think
ever-
People still need to take that for an example.
have
Yeah.
you ever seen the Dick Cavett show?
No.
He
I know
interviews
exactly,
old
yeah.
artists, movie directors, actors from a long
They
time
used
ago.
it for like a BoJack Horseman movie, BoJack Horseman episode.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
I personally don't like him. I don't like the way he interviews. He's a bit too like he gets things
He's a
out of
little
people that people want to hear, but he's like very like
Like
I don't know.
me
He's just he
against you.
jabs
He's
with
a little
questions
mean.
in there.
Some-
Yeah,
he
he's a
seems
bit
mean.
mean. But Jimi Hendrix, I'd never seen an interview with him before, and he was so weird. Like, I'm not like knocking him, but he had to have been on drugs. He looked like he was losing his mind. There was one point where he was sitting there, and he just looked like he was just having this moment, and he just. You ever just look at somebody and go, he's going through something at the moment, and he was just looked like he was
probably pissed off at Dick Cavett, probably trying not to kill him because Dick Cavett pissed a lot of people
But
off
he wasn't like he was laughing and stuff, but like in between questions, he looked like he was in another
Jimi
galaxy.
Hendrix was also an introverted guy. He might have been out of his element.
Yeah,
but I'm not saying you're wrong
the-
because he probably also wasn't.
Yes, and then he goes and plays, and it's ridiculous.
He's like, okay,
so
time
good.
to play now.
Well, a lot of the interviewers of that time would purposely try to antagonize these young artists because of the generation gap. So, like, there was a lot of times where they would, he did it with Janis Joplin too. They do it with a smile.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I mean,
especially in that era.
The media hasn't always been kind to musicians. I still think
the
they
media
kind of
is not
aren't,
kind to musicians
unless you're already established as like a pop act, and even then, the tabloids are always going to get you. It's.
What do you mean?
Just go in any supermarket and look at any fucking tabloid newspaper.
Well, that's
thing.
just celebrities in general. Yeah.
Well,
yeah, it's just like
don't look at tabloids. Tabloids are just always that.
I know, but so many people call tabloids the news.
Also with Facebook, Facebook is kind of tabloidy.
Facebook's the worst.
And it's like anything said on there about a celebrity, if it gets shared enough, it's like, is that real? It might be real.
Like how many fake celebrity deaths did you see on Facebook? And you looked in.
I know. I was like, I'm not dead, everyone.
So many.
I can't believe that.
I never believed.
Notably, Steve from Blue's Clues, he's like, yeah, everybody thought that I did heroin and I died.
Yeah, that's a good example.
And then he was like, but he
I did
still
heroin.
makes music now.
I did do heroin.
Yeah, but I didn't die.
But I didn't die. I mean, get the facts straight.
I lived to tell.
I'm the boy who lived.
Speaking of Jimi Hendrix, though, there's a clip of Santana, who's also around, his contemporary, when he was playing at Woodstock, and he was on acid. You know the story?
He's like sweating and he's
but you know what he thought his guitar was? He thought his guitar neck was a snake. Yeah. And you could see it in his eyes. He's playing. He's like, like, okay,
that's a snake.
That's a snake.
I'd love to see that.
That was his first big breakout.
Oh,
wow. So cool.
How old is his brother? What's his brother?
George. I was just talking about that.
We were yesterday.
Well, no, I was telling somebody that today. Andrew told us about that. Yeah, today.
And George.
Funny to think that Journey came from Santana.
Journey
came from Santana.
Yeah.
How?
Tell me about that.
Neil Sean was in Santana, and I think somebody else was. Journey was like a weird progressive band when they started, and then like as it got towards the 80s, they did a lot of 80s pop. Rock
Wow.
music,
Yeah.
so yeah.
I could never see them as
Are they
progressive.
good? Were they good?
No, for Prague, no.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I always think of them, Foreigner, and Boston in the same category, and REO Speedwagon.
Boston is like
Styx.
a category of its own.
Boston,
to me.
I think
the best of the
Boston's a
batch.
step way above all of them.
Yeah.
Like Boston created the modern, the
Are you
quote
gonna
unquote
say
modern.
Boston cream?
Boston Cream.
Boston
Yeah.
created
Boston
like
Creams.
the modern. Boston was really innovative. No one gets some credit. They like created the new production sound. Like before that, rock records were kind of dark and muddy. But if you listen, like literally, nothing sounded like that at the time. And
Tom
Scholz was a genius.
He built all his own amps and
a lot of
sounds and
people
stuff.
criticize Boston for being like the creators of corporate rock, and yeah, it was a corporate sound. But like Tom Scholz actually wasn't a rock and roll guy. He did classical music all of his life. And he was like, oh, I like listen to like the Yardbirds once or something.
if you
and I got into it,
you created corporate rock. I don't think
created
I don't think it's corporate.
No, exactly.
But
like bands like like they did so well that bands like Foreigner,
then it's corporate.
Toto like sounds
Toto.
like Boston a lot. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Like those bands
Africa.
kind of became corporate rock, but I mean, some of it's good.
I'll do a chorus of Africa. We didn't clip on that. Good job, everybody. Good job on
Dude,
not clipping.
it clipped when I burped, but that
That was a powerful burp, man. You think Geddy Lee in bed sounds like how he sings?
I would love to fuck him if he does.
Okay. Fuck, marry, kill the members of Rush.
Ooh.
Mary Geddy Lee,
Aw.
fuck Mary Geddy me.
Kill
I
Start that all
just fell off a bridge.
Fuck Mary Lee.
Fuck Mary, kill me.
Mary, Mary, quite can marry.
Yeah.
Getty Letty, quite.
I would kill. All right, you guys are gonna hate that.
Getty Letty.
I'd kill Neil.
You killed Neil.
Yeah.
What did Neil do to you?
He's kind of a dick.
Just out of the
Off
three
the
of them,
bat,
I
kill
would marry.
Neil.
I would marry Alex. I'd fuck Getty. Alex is the coolest motherfucker ever.
I would marry Alex. I think that's the given.
He's so funny.
I would
He's
fuck
like a
Neil and kill
comedian.
Getty. I would.
He's the funniest guitarist ever.
Blah blah
If
blah.
I was a gay
blah,
man,
blah.
I wanted to be either fucked by Getty Lee or Neil Peart.
I'd probably be
I'd
Getty
say
Lee.
Neil.
It'd be Neil. He's
I
a
think
man's
Getty's
man.
a bit more loose and.
Getty's like,
Neil
don't.
has those drummer.
Here's
hands.
Getty. Here's Getty. Don't break me. Here's Neil. I'm gonna break you.
And Alex is like, let's just break each other. Okay.
But he is the middle.
You know Justin Rupert? He just.
No, you're name dropping.
Oh,
That's okay.
bleep. He's not going to listen to this. I go on Facebook.
Who?
And he checks in
Maddox
to the
Pearson.
Wildwood Boardwalk. And it's like drunk, gay, and wild. I didn't think he was gay. I guess now he is.
Yeah, now, well, if you're in Wildwood.
Who is it?
Maddox Pearson. We're gonna leave it at Maddox Pearson because we're on a podcast and I don't want to spread people's names.
Maddox Pearson.
Except for Maddox's name.
Dude, anytime that there's a name that we don't want to say,
Well, let's say who's gonna listen to this, and then they can contact me and tell me that they're hearing this part of the
Okay, that's a good idea.
Oh.
Lucas,
Naylor,
Megan Barker,
Megan Barker.
and that's it.
Us. No, not even us.
Us Weekly.
I might listen to it once, yeah.
Yeah, listen to it. It's like, there I am.
Mia's going to listen.
Maddox.
Never in his life.
We won't have the time. Anytime I give him something to listen to, he's like, "Oh, okay," and then it's like a week later, and he sends me something. I'm like, "Oh, you just listen to my thing?" He's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, sorry."
We have,
listen to it.
we have some secret listeners. I've had people message me and be like, "Yeah, man,
Your
I've listened to the
podcast sucks.
Yeah.
How many people contacted you about?
I got a message from Obama. He was like, it's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Dude, wait a minute. That just made me think. Obama. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I wish I didn't. No, don't get it twisted.
Before we started the podcast, I was talking. I guess everyone needs a bit of context here. Jesse and I have like a whole expanded universe of characters.
Oh yeah.
So and this
Delve
was a
down it.
scene. This was a scene I came up. One character is named Todd Gunderson.
He talks like this, Todd Gunderson.
I love
His
Todd.
catchphrase is
Hootie freaking doody.
so I don't know why the other day I was imagining Todd Gunderson's in like a comedy movie, and like he's like he just invites like it's like after a concert, and then he's like party at my place, and then like it just cuts to party at my place, and it cuts to like his house, and like everyone's just partying. It's like. Like, I don't know.
Is your Todd's having a party? Come on, let's go.
Oh, this beer's so good. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God.
There's every character there from the
It's
universe.
so good.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, I feel like in the movie there's, like, two normal people. Like, there's, like, I guess it would just be, like, someone like me or
The
Jesse.
movie.
Yeah, well, I imagine
The
it as a
movie.
movie, and it's just a scene in a movie. Like, Todd's like,
Party at my place.
Who plays?
He has a ringtone where it's just he just says his name. We were laughing about this for hours. It just I don't think it'll ever be as funny as it is to me.
no,
and James,
it's funny.
but it's just he has his ringtone is just Todd Gunderson, Gunderson, Todd Gunderson, Gunderson. Just him saying his name.
This is a great universe.
Him saying his
You
name
should
is
make
his
movies.
ringtone.
Yeah.
Like,
Wait.
can you imagine meeting someone where the ringtone is just them
Yeah.
saying
Like,
their
a
name?
remix.
Todd Gunderson.
Gunderson.
No, you add an extra beat. It's like,
Todd Gunderson. Gunderson. Todd Gunderson.
Oh.
Gunderson.
Oh, okay. Well, wait. Who else is in this universe? You got the old lady.
yeah, she's great. What scene should we describe from this
Do the
lady?
train.
Because there's so many.
The train.
I like the spaceship. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
She's like taking a tour at NASA. Or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
NASA.
Uh,
They let her in.
And they're like in
She
the
got
tour
in.
group, and she's like, "Where's the bathroom?" She's like trying to find where the bathroom is. She gets lost, and she thinks she goes to where the bathroom is, but she like gets into like a Saturn V rocket. She's like, "Where is he?" She like sits down on the chair, like, "Where are all these?" Like she's trying to figure out how to use the toilet, and then like one like straps her in, one like puts the helmet on her head, and then like it starts launching, and it's flying up to her. And she's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa!" Yes, shooting into the sky. I don't know how she gets back to Earth.
Well, there's a plot where
I don't think we should say how she gets
No,
back
it
to
doesn't matter.
But there's a separate plot where like she gets back to Earth somehow. She's wanted by the FBI. She's on the run, and she's like going through airport security, and she has like a trench coat, the fedora, and sunglasses off, and like the TSA is like, "What's your name?" And she's like, "Wingo!" Like that's the name, Wingo. And like the guy
Wingo
looks at her and is like, "You're good." The other one that's really funny is she's. I think you do it so well, but
Which one? Oh, her falling off the cliff.
No,
The car teetering on
it's
the
the
edge of a
best
cliff?
one.
I don't remember. I thought
All
it was
right,
the rocket.
I'll start explaining. So she's like sleeping over at her. Like,
Oh, okay.
For a bit of
I
context.
remember. So she's at her son's house, and her son has like kids already. So it's her nephews or whatever.
Yeah.
And she doesn't have a room, so she's staying in her nephew's room. There's no other room for the nephew to stay in, so he's just
I
sleeping
gotta
on
find
the
the
floor.
Snapchat of
Yeah.
you.
And his room's messy, and then she's like in his bed, and he has clothes everywhere. And she's like face down. And so there's like a shirt of his like stuck in her back fat. And she's like, "Get your shirt off of me! Get your damn shirt off of me!" I'm like, and he's just like, "Ah, Grandma, you stupid."
I gotta find
You stupid bitch.
Yeah, but it just started with, "Get your shirt off of me! Get it off of me!"
I
And
did
she
it.
just roll around. She can't reach.
She
the
can't
shirt.
reach it.
And he's just laughing. At
I didn't envision her as a fat girl, but I guess
I imagine her a bit fat.
Okay.
Yeah, fat and stubby.
Fat and stubby.
Short, yeah.
All right, Chris has a character. Who's tell about fat?
It's
Wait, I gotta find
it's fit. I'm fat. And what is it? Isn't it FADT?
FADT.
Yeah, fat. I'm fat.
I got a Snapchat of the get your damn shirt off of me in
Yes,
slow mo,
play it.
and it's
It's
really
perfect.
funny.
It always makes me laugh.
Get your damn shirt off of me! Oh God! Oh Jesus! Oh, your shirt!
But like, here's the thing. This isn't a new character. This has been an ongoing joke
Yeah,
for
we-
around
No, she
8
exists.
Talking about
months.
how, like, it won't
Oh,
be
wow.
funny. It won't be funny to me and James, and it's just
It's
still
become
funny.
even funnier.
It's gonna evolve. It's not gonna
I
stop.
want to hear about.
You have to kill it.
I want to hear about this fat guy.
Oh.
This is pretty.
Oh
Is
well.
that- I
So
feel like that's it.
fat? No.
No,
Well,
no,
no.
Talking
Fat.
about the theater.
Fat likes to go into the movie theater, and he likes to have a big old thing of popcorn.
Let me be a character. You know.
And he likes to bring his son with him. I forget what my son's name is. Oh, it's Churbz.
I'm Churbz.
It's Fat, FADT, and his son Churbz. So it's
Together.
You're good.
It's hilarious.
so do this whole thing where we're going through the movie, and I'm really huge and like disgusting, and I have buttery, stinky popcorn. And we're just walking through, like you do that shuffle past people. He's like, "Excuse me, sir. Do you mind if I sit next to you at this fine movie
Like almost
establishment?"
butters, but not.
Yeah.
You talked over the best part. Say it again.
I'm sorry.
Excuse me, sir. Do you mind if I sit next to you in this fine movie establishment? And then I'm like, "Excuse me, this is my son. His name's Churbz. Say hi, Churbz."
I'm Churbz.
And it's just, I love those two characters.
Fun.
In this fine movie.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's Eric Cartman when he grows up though. Like that's like Eric Cartman voice.
I saw how they did the voices from South Park, and it's just
They
his
just do it.
voice,
It's
and then
just-
it's just
they
pitched
just-
up a
a
little.
lot of them, yeah, a lot of them are just their voices.
and that's great.
With
I
Kenny,
think
they
so.
just cover their own.
Yeah.
But they're actually saying shit.
Yeah, they're actually saying
They are
things.
things, and that's you can understand. It.
You can understand some of them, yeah.
Yeah. Jesse's been burning paper.
I
everywhere.
don't mind.
He's just been.
You're
burning
so
it.
pissed about it. I don't mind the smell
It
of
gets
it.
in my face. It's stinky.
It gets in my face. It's stinky.
I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm
I
not doing
guess.
it to annoy you.
I
I'm
guess.
just doing it
My
'cause I'm
neighbor
sick.
burns his trash, and it stinks up the
Ew, I
goddamn
felt like
block.
that was like a secret you told at a campfire. Like, I never told anybody this, but my neighbor burns his trash.
I feel like someone asked, "Why do you
Burn the
burn?"
trash to create smoke, and it goes up and creates stars. Is that how it happens? So I don't know enough about stars to dispute that.
What's
It's
that
always
from?
sunny.
Yeah.
He thinks he's being cool.
Yeah.
You just get a nice smoky smell in the bar.
The bar smells like trash. It smells like trash.
I feel like someone asked the guy, "Why do you burn your trash?" And he's like, "What am I gonna do? Throw it out?" That's what I feel like.
I
he did.
mean, you might as well throw out. I mean,
if you burn it,
trash.
I guess it makes sense, but I hate him.
I don't want to smell it.
I don't
You know what I
wanna
really
smell
like?
it.
When people burn their leaves.
I like when
That's
people
a
just
nice-
burn.
Smells like pot.
Yeah.
There's one guy who I forget who, it was like somebody on YouTube. Somebody who was their neighbor's house was burning down, and they smelled their bodies burning, but didn't know it was bodies burning, and they started salivating from the human meat burning.
Ew.
And then they found out after the fact. How do you think that would make you feel? Ooh, apparently a human makes me hungry.
I feel like I would be weird, but once I jack off that day, my mind would be off.
Yeah, that's like a
Jack
free
off that
reset.
day. You're like,
Masturbation
oh.
is a
That's a
reset for
reset
me.
button.
That reminds me of the Louis C.K. He's like, how soon did you jerk off after 9/11? Is how bad of a person you are. And he did it in between the two towers.
I love it.
I don't know.
I wish he could be here right now. He'd be the ultimate guest.
Someday he'll be a guest. Louis C.K., if you're listening, you're welcome to come on.
Yeah.
I think he'd like our
Me.
sense of humor.
Yeah, Chris is pretty much Louis.
He would hate it.
Yeah.
Do Louis C.K. Just be Louis C.K.
Oh, okay. I'm here.
What?
I just ate chicken.
You're awful at this.
You're
I,
awesome. We hate
it's
you
not
so
an
much.
impression.
Why'd
I
you say
don't.
you were so good at this.
I didn't say that I was good at
No,
like I don't have a Louis
lied.
C.K. impression.
Say,
My life is just comparable to his.
His life is pretty terrible.
like I eat masturbate, and then I ice cream.
I don't know why I thought you were going to combine masturbating and mashed potatoes.
I will
and
say
don't know
that-
why.
When I done, I eat masturbate.
I will say that Chris has explosive poops, and they're constant.
Yeah, I
You're
have
never not
constant
on the
Well, you
explosive-
always Snapchat him.
When he's pooping.
Yeah.
Well, it's because it's so often. What do you want me to do?
No,
Sit
I
by?
have GI problems too. Like, do you legit?
Oh,
Like,
What does that
man.
mean?
do like gastroenterological?
Yeah, G.I. Joe
No.
was actually about guys
I don't
who
know. I
had,
just eat garbage, and then
you
my
just
body
eat-
doesn't know what to do with it.
Yeah, he's
so
the-
then I just
He makes people call him the
like
trash
8
man
times a day.
while
I
he rates
do.
their garbage.
Also, I make people call me Poopy Poppy.
Poopy poppy.
Yeah, but no one calls me that.
Shut up with me, yo.
I just got a snap of Chris poopy popping.
Yeah, I have bad poops, man.
Yeah.
And I'm just known as like I just can't shit in people's homes because they'll be like, oh god, I'm like, I'm sorry.
No,
It's
see,
shit.
that never bothers me. If anything, if I open the door after somebody as like a friend has pooped in my house,
Weird.
I laugh
This
because
getting-
it
okay.
smells
I
really
thought you were
bad.
Like, I enjoy.
I enjoy it. No. If I open it, it's like, man, that guy.
So weird.
I hate the sound of like 40, 50 or older men like entering a public bathroom and like sitting on the toilet.
What was the thing you were telling me about?
It happened earlier today. It was so gross.
Yeah.
I'm just at the urinal. He walks. I'm like, just fucking sit down.
Yeah.
What? No, you were telling me about something. Somebody got in trouble at
Yeah,
at their
he is.
school.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh.
Do I know this?
Do
Because
you
we went to the
remember-
same school.
Do you remember Charles?
Wait, I think I remember.
Not Smith. I told you about the time he said, "I'm gonna go take a dump real quick."
Yeah, I remember
He
that.
also, I don't know if it was like assistant principal. It was whatever the guy principal was.
Mr.
at the time.
Mysterious.
Yes.
Mr.
Mr.
Mysterious?
Mysterious?
He was peeing at
Really?
the urinal, and so was Charles. And he said, "Man, that water's cold." Yes.
I can't even look at Mr. Mysterious.
He got.
without
He got.
getting
He got written up
Mr.
for
Wait,
that.
why
I'm
are
sorry.
we jumping over
Dude,
Mr.
Okay,
Mysterious?
so my dad knows
Mysterious.
He comes to the Best Buy
Mysterious.
every once in a while.
He's,
It's pretty cool.
He sounds,
Not only
looks,
is
and
it-
is exactly what his name sounds.
Does he walk in with
But
a
he's
fucking
cool.
Mysterio helmet?
Mysterious, like
I know.
Serious.
Mr. Mysterious, and then his wife, Mysterious.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, I guess it'd be
Wow.
Mrs. Mysterious.
Mrs. Mysterious.
But
Well,
even
yeah.
still, Mrs. Mysterious. It sounds so cool.
That's a great band name,
Yes.
Mrs. Mysterious.
Mysterious. But
That's
it'd have to be
great.
Mysterious.
But so he was a great principal, like the best principal ever. He was like funny and fun, but if you got in trouble,
You
or
were,
just did anything
What, he-
wrong,
remember,
he
um,
killed
he'd
you.
just look at you.
and then you had the
Oh
fear
my
of God
God.
in you. Yeah, I could tell.
But he was great and fun. But
Seventh
he did not
grade.
want to
Seventh
get
grade, I got like written up like 8 times or something, and
You're
like,
such a bad.
Ooh.
Well, when were the 7?
I don't know. I
Just
can't remember.
remember
All, it was
some
just
of
stupid. So I remember the.
Hi, my name's Jesse Fogg, and I was present during the recording of this podcast when James did in fact suffer a severe heart attack, which left him in a state of agony and pain for only mere seconds before it ended in his death. In his name, and as he would have wanted, we're going to continue with releasing this podcast. Thank you, and may God have mercy on his soul.